I'm here and I'm going to go sand buggy. I'm torn between upgrading my package to the 2-hour from the 1-hour. A lot of people have. I'm scared because I don't like roller coasters at all, and if that's what it's going to be like, I don't think I could do it. I have to decide soon though. We're almost there. I have no idea how crazy this is going to be. Alright, so I've been hemming and hawing about whether or not to do the 2-hour or 1-hour sand dune buggy. If I do the 2-hour, I can also do sandboarding with an actual board. Otherwise, the 1-hour only comes with belly flat on board sandboarding, which isn't as fun or doesn't look as cool for Instagram and so forth. I ultimately decided to go with the 1-hour, and I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm okay not always opting for the more scary, badass thing to look cool for people who don't really actually care and people I don't really know on social media. So, I don't know, some people might be like, oh, that's lame, you should do the more scary, daring thing. Frankly, it could have ruined my experience. These dunes, I've seen them, they are giant. You could almost see over the horizon from the angle over there, and these dune buggies are going up and down like crazy, and I hate roller coasters. They've never been fun. I've tried them out multiple times, never enjoyed them. It just made my whole experience terrible. No matter what people say, like, oh, you can force yourself to love it. Nope, not gonna happen. So I'm gonna just enjoy the oasis here. This is like a natural oasis apparently in the desert. And here's like basically a big touristy spot where a bunch of people come to take tours and look around. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to have an extra hour as my tour group. Some of them are doing the 2-hour one, so I'll start a little bit later. And then in the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this lake, look around, have a good time, and not do the scary 2-hour one, which means I'm still going to be on there for an hour. But like if I really hate it, then I'm only stuck there for an hour doing dune buggy. It's also not one of those things you can halt mid-ride. You're going to be in the middle of a desert, so you have to hold on to your phones. If you don't like it, you have to basically endure it for 2 hours, which I would hate. Like imagine going on a roller coaster for 2 hours. I've been hemming and hawing because I thought like, hey, maybe it's not as intense as a roller coaster. I can handle it, but dude, those sand dunes look really big, and I've been seeing the buggies go up and down. It does not look fun. I mean, look at this. Look how steep that one is. You can kind of tell from the background. But point being, that's my decision, and I think I'm fine with it. I think another part of me, maybe a younger part, would have been like, oh, always up for the adventure. And I've done stuff like that, and then I've gone on stuff that I've been scared of, or I've taken more risks, sometimes just to or mainly to get some type of photo or content for social media. But then like, what's the point? Like, to impress people that aren't really even that impressed when they see it. Like at most they'll just be like, oh, cool photo, lucky you. They may even be jealous, and that's not really a positive emotion sometimes. But they're not going to be as impressed as I hope them to be. And why do things for strangers you don't really care about? Point being, that's my decision. I'm still going to enjoy this experience. I may enjoy it more now. Less mental suffering in my head. All right, so I'm halfway through my 1 hour sand buggying adventure, and honestly, it is kind of like a roller coaster. I'm really glad I only chose the 1 hour. Yeah, it's doable. It's not as bad as a roller coaster, but I'm so glad I chose the 1 hour instead of the 2 hour. Hi.
Oh my shoe.
What an experience, guys. I'm so glad I did the 1 hour instead of the 2 hour sand dune buggy thing. I booked this tour not expecting to go on a roller coaster. I do not like roller coasters, and I came here because I wanted to fly my drone over the oasis, which I accomplished. But that other stuff with the sand dune buggy stuff, it was included in the tour package, basically for any type of major tour you purchase that comes by here. So the 1 hour one was included. This other guy who came with me, he was really trying to convince me to do the 2 hour. He said it's not that bad. That 1 hour was somewhat bad, to be honest. I mean, I was able to get through it. It's not as bad as a roller coaster. If you love roller coasters, man, you'll love that type of stuff. But some of those dunes go really high and then they drop really low, like a roller coaster. Once again, it's not as bad as a roller coaster, but man, does it get you shook up. So I'm so glad I didn't have to sit through that for 2 hours. Like, that's what I was fearing. I was fearing I would hate it, and then I'd be strapped in there, because you can't cancel. They told me you can't cancel the trip once you're out there, because you're like out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, fantastic experience overall. And the sun has now set. The sky is almost a little pink. There's plenty of tourists still around because it's a Sunday. But here is Huacachina. Beautiful place, an oasis, a natural lake, tropical palm trees, nestled on the edge of a desert, with sand dunes that stretch for probably miles. Now, it's a tourist destination. Perhaps centuries ago, it was a safe haven for people venturing out and into the desert. Incredible experience. If you love adventures, crazy roller coaster like experiences, do the 2 hour sand dune buggy thing. If you want to do some sandboarding, you can.